At least we're getting there live on the podcast broadcast. Woo, Todd, stand by. I'll pop you in when I can. This has been a chaotic morning so far, and it's jam-packed. We got tons of guests. We just did a tap out with Maria. We're going to have an extended podcast today because a huge band is going to be checking in with us via stream and video conversation, and that's Electric Callboy. Sean is our guest right now. He's with SVP, the Fast Pitch. Also, he's going to be pitching and talking to us about their Bear Down Friday connection, right, Sean?
I'm actually with Marshall Foundation. I think Larry made a mistake on the email there.
He fucked up, man.
Can you pretend?
Yeah.
Just pretend.
Okay. Have you ever heard of Electric Callboy, though? You have not? That's
think
okay.
I may have heard the name, but
Well, we'll show you. We'll show the streamers what kind of big deal this is gonna be, because it actually is a pretty big deal. These guys are mega stars. They're from Germany. They broke out internationally, and I'm talking like over 100 million views on YouTube. They're like Psy Gangnam Style status.
They're like Rebecca Black.
Yeah.
Sounds like
way
awesome.
cooler.
Yeah, my boyfriend yesterday was like announcing to the family, like, Weirdo gets to, obviously he doesn't call me that, but Weirdo gets to interview the Germans tomorrow. My girlfriend's like, Rammstein? I'm like, no,
I wish.
way better than Rammstein.
Yeah, way better.
Rammstein.
Seriously. So here's what we're gonna do, Sean. Also, as I'm getting ahead of myself. We've been recording 2 shows, right? Well, we've been doing 1 show live on the air, and we've been recording tomorrow's show because I want to take a 4-day weekend. Now, good news for everybody on the podcast broadcast stream. There will be a podcast streaming at 9 a.m. tomorrow as well. So we'll keep that going.
As if our new guy wasn't confused enough.
Yeah. But basically, Sean, let's do a radio segment in the future. Right?
I'm down with that.
Yeah, so since we're going to be talking about Bear Down Fridays, I think it's fitting that we talk on a Friday about Bear Down Fridays, okay? So I'm pulling this up. This is going to be all kind of like live on the radio tomorrow morning. You're live on the podcast today, and then we'll be talking on the radio tomorrow. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, good. I kind of confused myself. It's like multiverse stuff, really. All right, so let's get into a tease from tomorrow. Okay, here we go. And you'll hear this, sir. As Foo Fighters will rescue new music on Rock 102.1 KFMA. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. Coming up next, we're going to get to know my good buddy Sean, who just came in studio. And Sean, what organization are you involved with again? Because I got all the wrong information.
So I'm with the Marshall Foundation. We're the landlords of Main Gate Square, which is the entertainment district just outside of the U of A's main gate.
Yes. No, I'm definitely familiar with that. So you're the landlords of Main Gate Square, basically.
Correct.
Okay. And you guys are also kind of overseeing all things Bear Down Friday.
Correct. Yeah. It's our event, and we work with the U of A to put it on because they help us out with a bunch of special guests. The U of A Pride of Arizona marching band comes down there. That's one of my favorite parts because they march down the boulevard.
Yeah.
And we also get cheering mascots down there as well.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's just the tip of the iceberg. I want to talk to you coming up after the latest from Aaron Jones. I want to talk to you all things Bear Down Friday, what to expect this season, and how people, kind of get some life hacks, like where to park, what to look forward to, things like that, right? You got all that information?
Absolutely, yes.
Nice. Hold on. We're going to get to that here in just a second. We're going to let you know everything you need to know about Bear Down Friday after Aaron Jones Blood in the Water on Rock 102.1 KFMA. Sorry, Sean. Yeah, that's future stuff right there. So I was saving that. That was 1:29. That was what we called a tease. Normally, we're not so chaotic and trying to jam pack. Like today's show is, like I said earlier,
A 5-pound shit sandwich in a 3-pound bag.
Well, no, I said it's a 10-pound bag or 10-pound shit in a 5-pound bag.
Oh, okay.
Hey, I messed up my saying there.
I forgot that was your thing. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, I was like,
I made it up.
If you're gonna repeat me, go verbatim, son. I don't.
Do I need to separate you two?
Yes.
Okay.
No.
Like
You go in
Japanese
that
fighting
corner.
fish.
You go in that corner. Blair Witch style, like stand in the corner.
How long you been involved with the organization, Sean?
So I've been at Main Gate Square, our Marshall Foundation. I mainly do a lot of the marketing for Main Gate Square itself. I've been there since I've been permanent since last year, August of last year.
Congratulations.
And I first started in June of last year as a temp.
Okay, nice. And is it a nonprofit organization?
It is a nonprofit organization, 501c3.
Mm-hmm.
And we 10% of our total net assets go to the U of A and to K through 12 underprivileged communities.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Oh, that's awesome. All right, well, let's talk about that tomorrow.
Okay.
Right now.
Tomorrow, today.
Yeah, you picking up on putting down? It's crazy. I know. Let's go into the future.
So it's tonight.
It is tonight.
Correct.
Okay, tonight.
Yeah. Come on, Sean. You don't even know what day it is, and you're promoting Bear Down Fridays. Today is Friday, September 1st. Happy Friday to you. And I appreciate you coming back in. I know that you were here yesterday, making your rounds on the radio Gauntlet. Thank you for coming in today to hang out with us on Beef Vegan Presents.
Happy to be here. Thank you.
So let's talk Bear Down Friday. Of course, it is Friday, and we're kicking off the season for our U of A Wildcats. And with that comes the pre-party, which is the Bear Down Friday. This year, getting bigger and better than ever, with proceeds benefiting good causes.
Most of what we do is it's mainly for the U of A so that we can kind of give them a kind of a tie-in to their football game that's coming up. In this case, it's NAU is the first game.
Yeah.
And
I know they're going to get smoked too. NAU is going to get smoked. Now, I was at the game a couple years ago where NAU actually upset U of A, and that was not a good feel, right? But I actually went to the NAU. So full disclosure, I was low-key not disappointed. I'm sorry. But I know that ever since then, it is just like the main objective of the entire organization to decapitate these kids. So good luck, hippies from Flagstaff. You're gonna die.
Remembers.
Yes, but to help kick off the season with the NAU as the home opener, Bear Down, what are you guys doing?
So we've actually decided to focus more in on the pep rally itself, rather than having all the vendors that we were having up and down the street. Maybe just let our shops, our restaurants and salons and all that stuff kind of be able to get that kind of attention and worry more about what's going on at the pep rally.
Nice.
And I've got a number of special guest speakers as well that especially tonight. Tonight we have more than we have for any other Bear Down Friday. So
yeah, give me the rundown. So you have like a lineup. Let's see what you got.
I do. I have athletic director Dave Hickey.
Nice.
He's going to start us off, and then we have head coach Jed Fish.
Nice. Yeah, he's going to rally the troops. I love it.
And then we have a couple other head coaches. We have Clancy Shields. He's the tennis head coach, and Tommy Lloyd, the basketball head coach.
Oh yeah, Coach Tommy Lloyd. He's a riot as well. So that's good. So everyone is out in full force to help celebrate the boys kick off another season.
Mhm.
Justin Spears from ESPN Tucson is the beat writer for the football team, and he said he's very excited about this season. That these guys look legit, look like contenders, and now that we're in Pac-12, it's a whole nother ball game. So, Main Gate Square is constantly evolving. I know there's a new restaurant that just popped down, just opened up. You remember the name of that one?
Agave House?
Yeah, Agave House, which
It's
I
amazing.
ate at. It is amazing.
It's amazing.
And it's right there on the corner. Of course, that's the bar. And of course, don't forget, they have all the other staples that make Main Gate Square such fun. What do you recommend people go out there? What time? And as far as parking and other information, what should they do?
So I would recommend getting down there probably around like 5 or so, maybe be able to go grab something to bite to eat or something like that. Because a lot of times the best way to go down to Main Gate Square, and this ties into parking, is to be there probably around 5 and park. And then, I don't know, go eat dinner, go buy something or whatever. And of course I'm going to promote, but
Yeah.
Support your local business.
But if you ask the merchants for validation, they will validate at Tyndall Parking Garage. So
nice. That's good to know.
From 5 to midnight, we will cover parking through validation.
Nice. There you go. Tyndall Parking Garage. There's your
Shout out.
your bear down hack to save you some money. You know exactly where to go. Look at the Tyndall Parking Garage. Ask for validation. You're going to get some free parking before you go to the big game, which is happening this Friday. The home opener versus NAU. Now, you guys are going to be involved with Bear Down Fridays each and every Friday throughout the rest of the season?
Yeah, so we'll be doing Bear Down Fridays each home game.
Yeah.
There were a total of 6 of them. And if you look at your calendar and see a home game, you can sure bet that there's going to be a Bear Down Fridays right before it. So
I love it, dude.
Boom.
Well, then, open invitation every Bear Down Friday. Come on down and, hang out with us, and then we'll celebrate whatever game that we're seeing, and hopefully we'll be undefeated going into that.
hopefully,
All we have to do is beat NAU. If we could just do that.
It's all we're asking
well,
right
I'll
now.
tell you what, the U of A. Last year they really were in just about every single game.
They
no
were.
matter how outclassed they might have been in terms of paper. So.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely
Looking
right.
good.
All right, well, Bear Down Tucson is happening tonight for the big game. We'll see you there. Rock 102.1 KFMA. Let's double up, dude. You're not out of here yet, Sean. Sean, welcome from coming from the future.
That
Sean,
was crazy.
yeah, we have Sean in studio right now. He's involved with the Marshall organization. Their help organizing Bear Down Friday, which is tomorrow night. He's actually in studio tomorrow, told us all about it. And then he came back today just to F with us. So thanks.
Like a flash
I
of
feel like the
light.
Men in Black.
Yeah, dude. Are you the Flash? Did you run so fast you went back in time?
Tell me those investments to make now.
I need that
I know.
cosmic,
Did we win?
what is it? Treadmill? Is that what it is?
Yeah, you need
Cosmic treadmill.
Yes.
I need that.
Well, since you came in from the future, then stick around, because coming up next, we got your TMI top 5. We got top 5 headlines I'm going to share with you after Circle the Drains or Wage Wars. I got ahead of myself. Wage Wars, Circle the Drain, and Rock 102.1 KFMA. Sean, why didn't you tell me that was going to happen? You're from the future, dude.
Back on the treadmill.
Clear. All right. Hold on. Stick around, Sean. You can stick around for one more segment, and then we'll have Herb in. On the stream, I got my buddy Todd Marley. Todd, what's going on, bud?
Hey, how's it going? I'm
Good.
I'm over here trying to figure out my Saturday.
Oh, good. Well, we'll figure it out together. But right now, I'm in the middle of this chaos as we're going live show and then pre-recorded show and live show.
It's like a Nolan movie.
Yeah. It's like a Nolan movie. And having Sean in from the future is pretty impressive. So that's a big deal. That's a big deal. Maybe I'll even, replay this later on a Saturday. And then people will be like, oh, I'm going to show up to the stadium. They're like, no, Sean from the past, not Sean from the future. You got to get your Sean's right.
Right.
Yeah. But yeah, Todd, stand by. What's the name of the game that you're going to play? Todd's going to be hosting a game. And me, you, Weirdo, and Rico, we're going to all play against each other. What's the name of the game that we're playing today?
Well, we're pulling out from the bootleg collection, Damn It, Todd, where I have a selection of true statements, except for one little nugget within each one is a false bit, and it's your job to find that nugget of false and call me out on it and correct it.
Suck at this game.
All right. Yeah. Well, you could continue to suck, and you will be sucking later on in the show. So stand by there, Todd, and thank you for that. Yeah, I'll let him continue to get high. Yeah. All right. And so our TMI top 5, Sean, is we're just going to break down the top 5 headlines I didn't get to today. Actually, our top 5 is going to be the top 5 most awkward things that happened to you at a urinal.
Super relatable for me.
It's relatable for going to the football
Everyone.
game, right? And women sometimes do use urinals. They're usually drunk at football games when they do it, and they don't want to wait in line because the line for the female restrooms always longer than the guys.
Ma'am, that's a sink.
Where was I? I was at, I think, a concert, and I was like, wow, for once, the line for the men's bathroom is longer than the women's.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that did
weird.
actually happen to me.
It must have been on Taco Tuesday. That's when the emergency hit. You know what I mean?
Gross.
Are you going to the game as well, Sean?
I'm going to try to make it to as many of the games as I can. I went to probably almost every single home game last year.
Yeah.
Nice.
So
Yeah, nice. Gabriel, you still doubling up on Puddle and Mud Ticks? Yes, no, actually, I just gave out my last Puddle and Mud Ticks. Yep.
Muddle of Pud.
Yeah. Did I say it wrong?
No, I say it wrong.
Oh, good. Yeah, I mean, that's Sunday night. That should be fun enough. Sorry,
So much
you
this
can't
weekend.
see Sean, but yeah, we have our live stream going on, so I'm just reading through some of these comments. But yeah, I might see you at the game. Normally, I would definitely see you at the game because my ex-girlfriend's brother-in-law is a big booster for the U of A Wildcats, so he had a suite and stuff. It was a pretty good life, actually. But she broke up with me, so now I'd have to like buy tickets. So I don't know. I'm on the fence whether or not I'm gonna.
Now you
go.
got VIP tailgate.
You know what? That's the problem. When you hang out with somebody who's baller status like that, you can't go back to normie shit. You know, like
Normie stuff.
what am I gonna sit in the
Ew.
stands? Yeah, like a bum. I can't do that.
Peasants.
Yeah, there's no free buffet in the stands. You got to pay for your food. I don't know.
This water's not even sparkling.
Right, exactly. It's flat water that you're
Mhm.
offered as a normie, but that's okay. You know, I mean, with the excitement in the air, U of A is super like on fire right now. A lot of people, obviously, the basketball program, people are stoked about, and this football program with Coach Fish, he's been turning it around, man. He's been turning around, recruiting a lot, and you know, a lot of people are excited, and the experts really look at U of A as contenders this season. So whenever we got a winning franchise, that's when the people come out in full force. And Bear Down Friday is happening tomorrow to kick things off, as we're going to just demolish, smoke, murder, murk NAU. You know, those are all the different slang words. I got Sean from the Maverick Foundation hanging out with us. He's actually helping put together the Bear Down Friday stuff. Is there an online source where people get more information?
Yeah, so the marshallfoundation.com for the Marshall Foundation itself, and then there's maingatesquare.com as well as beardownfridays.com. That's with an S at the end.
Okay, nice. Excellent. Have you ever been in a situation, I mean, thank you for that information. Sean, have you ever been in a situation where you had an awkward moment happen to you at a urinal?
Well, I mean, awkward moments happen all the time at urinals, just because you always got that random guy that for whatever reason you got a bunch of urinals and he's got the pick of and right next to you.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, a line of 10 urinals all open. You're standing in one at the very like left, and then he stands to your right. And just immediately.
What makes it even worse is when it's the horse trough. When they come
Oh,
next to
God.
you.
Yeah, no horse trough.
You got
is-
the whole trough, sir.
Yeah, dude.
Excuse me.
And angle your back, son. So
Yeah.
we're kind of looking away. But there are a lot of pecker checkers out there. A lot of people like that. And then there's also people that are overly confident that like to use it as an opportunity to show off. So they want your peripheral.
Got it.
Yeah.
You hear the thud.
Yeah. They basically want to blind you.
It kind of bothers me when they don't have the partitions
Right.
there.
Yeah.
Come
Me
on.
too. Me too. So our TMI top 5 today is based off a Reddit thread. The most awkward things that happen to you at a urinal. These are the top 5 responses that I came across. I put together for you. Number 5, and it's common for little kids to completely drop their pants when they're at shorter urinals,
So
but it's
funny.
really awkward when older guys do this.
Just like Butters on South Park.
Yes. Have you seen
Hands
this?
up.
Have you seen the grown adult man with the pants dropped on the ankles?
Yes.
Yes, we all have. And that's weird that we all have seen this guy. I did it. I was
Is that
at
the same
anything.
guy?
Same guy.
maybe, but I was at like an Embassy Suites where I was doing a casino parties. Just so happened they had a furry convention going on at the same place. I go in to this and I'm like, it was one of those setups where there's urinals on both sides of the room, right? So
Okay.
so you know, my back was facing another set of urinals, and for whatever reason, there was a mirror above the urinal. And so I'm like, you know, doing my thing. And I look up and I see a 300-pound man's ass, right? Just straight up. And then like look down real quick and then look up like, wait a second. Did I just, turn around? Like, sure enough, dude, ankles dropped, full bathroom, right? Bunch of people in there and dude's, you know, pants around his ankles.
I
So,
aspire to that level of confidence.
I guess. Yeah.
Somewhat.
Continue our TMI top 5. Another guy talked about trying to finish up finishing up while a fight was breaking out in the bathroom.
Oh,
You ever seen a fight break out while you were in midstream?
I don't think I have.
No.
Wow,
On the bucket list.
that's in
Yeah.
If you're a Raiders fan, that happens. Okay. Coming in number 3, your TMI top 5 awkward things that happened to you at the urinal. Some guys talk about how they were trying to go when they could hear couples doing naughty things in a stall nearby.
oh.
So essentially, guys are trying to go to the bathroom and they could overhear a couple in a stall getting it on, right? And the thing is, you know why this is problematic? Because they say it's very difficult to urinate with an erection. All right, two
You
more
gotta lay on
left.
your belly, right?
Yeah. 2 more left. One guy said that his drunk buddy was at a urinal next to him and mumbling. And at one point, the buddy shouted out, "Shut up, John Mayer." Well, turns out the guy, you know, the guy didn't think anything of it about his drunk buddy, but then he turned around and saw John Mayer was actually in the bathroom at the sink.
Whoa.
Yeah.
We're in the Matrix.
Yeah, and so he had to apologize to John Mayer on behalf of his drunk buddies. So that was awkward. And
Write a song about it.
yeah, the number one thing that there's some awkward moments that people had at the urinal was some guy said that some super drunk guy walked up to him, didn't realize the urinal was being used, and relieved himself on him.
Oh my God, that's
no.
terrible.
So he became the urinal. Now, have you ever gotten hit with the splash at the urinal?
Oh yeah.
I think it happens to everybody.
Mhm.
Yeah. Like
Not me.
Well, it's Miller
Okay, fair
time.
enough.
not yet.
Not yet.
And if it does, it's by request. Well, that's your TMI top 5.
Yikes.
Sean, thank you for joining the show. It's first time, but not the last time. Hopefully next Bear Down Friday, come in, hang out with us.
Absolutely.
All right. And then, well, you're going to be hanging out with us tomorrow.
It
So
might also be Chad Shootman as well, which is the U of A band director. So
yeah,
might see
that'll be
him as
cool.
well. So
make a party out of it, dude. All right, Sean. Well, excellent meeting you. We'll see you tomorrow around this time. We'll hit the reset. Be back with Herb Stratford next on the podcast broadcast. Is Rock 102.1 KFMA. Clear. All right. Thank you, brother.
all right,
Thanks,
thanks for
Sean.
having me on.
Well done.
Yes.
That was good. Yes.
Wasn't expecting
You can
that.
keep up. Good job.
Yes.
Oh, and
yes,
don't
we'll
worry,
see
he
you
says
again soon.
inappropriate stuff to me all the time. It's fine.
Yeah. She gets
It's
beat up.
it's
If I know
consensual.
the radio shows at all, I'm sure it's probably true. Can't
Yeah.
be much different in person. You know?
Yeah, it's pretty similar.
Facts.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I appreciate you. I gotta
Thanks,
get
brother.
Herb Stratford in here, and then you're gonna
Appreciate
be on. Remember, you're gonna be on the air on this show tomorrow morning around 9 a.m. as well.
All right, appreciate that.
Hey, no worries.
Double dose. You
Yeah,
too.
you too. Yeah. So Herb, what we're doing here?
Go in person.
I know.
I'm loving it,
Odd. How are you,
brother.
buddy?
Yeah,
Good
we're
to
doing a
see ya.
super show, Herb Stratford. Please
Mhm.
welcome Herb Stratford to the podcast broadcast. And I mean, we're extending the show too because we're gonna have these like mega stars popping in the stream. Electric Callboy. And in fact, we'll play Electric Callboy song here in a little bit. I'll send you an invite. So Herb, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna, of course, we have you here live, but I also want to pre-record tomorrow's show,
Oh, okay.
which I am doing. And let's see, there is a segment.
I wish we had a chance to do something like post-apocalyptic, like on stream. Like
Right.
tomorrow's version is like eye patches and scars. It's like,
That would be nice.
We're just rolling around in skates and like football gear. Like, let's
Yeah.
go.
like a lot happened last night, guys. A lot.
Yes. All right. Checking out the stream on the podcast broadcast, and then I still have. Chef Gary said, "Weirdo is a blast. Thank you. Brian is a
Mhm.
beast. You guys should come on Monday." Yes. Well,
It's amazing.
it's-
Anybody that hasn't been to one, you need to go.
Yeah,
it's
it's just so
great.
damn late.
I think they're doing it earlier this time, maybe. Chef.
maybe. All right. So you have content ready for my 8 o'clock hour for tomorrow? Who's leading this charge? What do we got?
Let's talk about Dad Rock.
Talk about Dad Rock.
Mhm.
All right. Let's do
Bob
that.
Seger.
Here we go. And again, this is good. We're recording this
I'm
for
about
tomorrow.
to disappoint you so hard.
Hold on. Here we go. Papa Roach on Rock 102.1 KFMA. Happy Friday to you. It's Beefy Can Presents. What do you want to talk about, weirdo?
So I came across a video on TikTok that was exposing Dad Rock has officially changed, right? Because when we think of Dad Rock, we think like
70s.
Motley Crue, Bon Jovi, Twisted Sister,
Or stuff that Herb probably
Yeah,
listens to.
yeah.
Herb Stratford's
Ooh,
hanging out
right.
with us on this
right?
Friday
Like
as well.
Elvis, you know what I mean? Like
Elvis, come on.
Chris Christopherson, maybe.
Yeah,
Steely
yeah.
Dan, Bob Seger.
Mozart.
Steely Dan,
Yeah,
Yeah, you
Mozart.
know.
Steely Dan, yeah, sure.
But yeah, so Urban Dictionary defines Dad Rock as classic rock you first heard from your dad's old record collection, like stuff he listened to in high school, right?
Yeah.
Guess what, gentlemen? It is now System of a Down, Avenged Sevenfold, Linkin Park, 3 Days Grace, Slipknot, Korn, Nirvana. We are officially, our favorites from high school are officially Dad Rock.
Not
And
like this.
Gen Z
Not like
is
You say
kind
not
of
like this.
all about it, though.
No, I mean, honestly, I knew this. This is not like anything new to me because I have a teenager. So
Right.
whenever I try to listen to any of my music, I get the dad. So, I mean, yeah, even though I still listen to new stuff as well. But yeah,
I mean, the one that surprised me the most that was considered in this category was My Chemical Romance.
Yeah, that's
Because well, my oldest teenager like kind of discovered My Chem, even though at that point they were broken up. They'd been out for 15 years. through all the streaming services, right? Because to them it's current.
Yeah.
But she was like, "Oh my God, I have to tell you about this new band," and I was like, "They are not new. I was there when the magic was created." So yeah.
I remember saying the same thing to my mom when the Monkees was on, and I was like, "It's a new show, the Monkees." When I was like 9 years old, but the Monkees are around since the 60s.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's funny that first off, it's not just dad rock; it's also dad gangster rap. 'Cause at least we got a new generation,
Yeah.
and these kids today, their dads are effed up. You know, like that's the dad rock. At least it's hardcore,
Right.
and filled with expletives and misogyny.
Right?
Mhm.
Your
The
mom,
good old days.
your mom still banged your dad, knowing that your dad rocked
Uh-huh.
out to that dad rock.
So my question is, does that mean that the old dad rock is now granddad rock?
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
that's how it works.
Geriatric rock.
Ouch.
No, classic rock is Nirvana.
Mhm.
It honestly is. I have this argument all the time, and I hate when this station plays bands from the 80s, like the hair metal stuff, because
Right.
it just doesn't work, it doesn't fit. And it's like, come on, we have just from the year 2000,
Right.
which you can go obviously a few years before that. But let's say we say 1992 to 2023. That's 30 years, brah. We
Right.
have 30 years of music to choose from. Why go back any further?
Right.
It don't make sense.
Correct.
But yeah. So
But yeah, I saw this video and like, and then my girlfriend was like looking over my shoulder. She's like, "How does that make you feel?" I'm like, "Go F yourself." Like, I'm not that old and I'm still cool.
Yeah, I'm fine. Well, stick around. We coming up next. We have Granddad Rock from Nirvana and then Dad Rock from Jet. It's Rock 102.1 KFMA. All right, clear.
That's why it's fun to identify as a vampire and just listen to Mozart and Beethoven
Right.
forever. Like, I don't have to worry about any of this.
All right, so Herb, we're gonna do a movie review in the future.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, ready? And now give me one. It's gonna be Friday.
Mm-hmm.
So give me something that's going to be out on Friday.
All right. Well, we'll just we'll do well, since considering the current company, let's do Bottoms, which is an R-rated raunchy lesbian high school drama.
That's exactly what I want to talk about, actually,
Yes!
for many reasons.
Oh my God, tell me so much.
Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on, let me get it set up here. We're not even in the future. We're still in the present, weirdo. Jesus. Here we go. Rock 102.1 KFMA. It's Beef Vegan Presents. Welcome back to the show. Of course, we got film critic Herb Stratford back in studio with us 2 days in a row, my friend. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
All right. Now, with that, there is a big movie that's coming out today. And this is a movie that's been generating a lot of buzz that I actually just saw recently and I'm kind of excited about. Tell me all about Bottoms.
So Bottoms is and this is sort of new territory for Hollywood. We have sort of re-embraced the R-rated, comedy, right? I mean, that's something that sort of, came back into play, with Borat and, everything else, right? And I mean, honestly, you go back to Anchorman, really was sort of the rebirth of some of this stuff. So anyway, now Hollywood is finally dipping into the teen comedy as an R-rated thing, okay? And we're going into sort of Porky's territory. So it's a raunchy sort of high school, comedy, but it's also lesbian based, which we haven't really ever seen before, which is, interesting to see how this goes. Also, it's led by Rachel Sennett, who is a great stand-up comedian. She was in Shiva Baby. She's in a film I'm going to be bringing to town in October at Film Fest Tucson called I Used to Be Funny. She's a really great comedian, and she is one of two girls who basically start a fight club at their high school so they can get cheerleaders to sleep with them.
Oh, nice.
Oh my God,
Whoa.
tell me less and take my money.
Yeah.
Like, I am for it. And the fact that it's called Bottoms,
Yeah,
like, that's
right.
great.
Are there such thing as lesbian bottoms?
Yes.
Okay. Really?
I half am one.
Oh, you are one. Okay. That makes sense.
Get to the source, dude. Come on.
Yeah. And this is kind of like it's a coming of age. It's a raunchy comedy. But it's also a spin on all of that, right? Because there's just a new backstory just based off of the lifestyle of these two main characters, right?
Well, the thing that I love about this is it's what makes a lot of Republicans crazy, honestly, but it's like normalizing behavior that is going on. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
why can't girls have girlfriends in high school because of whatever outdated paradigm, right? I mean, so it's nice that we're finally seeing big media embrace this and tell the story. So if somebody feels that way about somebody of their same gender, they don't go, oh, well, there's something wrong with me, right? They go, no, I saw a movie about this and I'm okay.
Right. Normalization is amazing.
Yes. So it's a real, and also the fact that this is the way we do it. We do it funny, right? We sneak in with the jokes. We're not making it a big serious drama and, you know, depressing everybody.
Right. And it also seems like punching up with the jokes versus punching down.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Now, with that though, do you think, is it a limited release? I know there's early buzz and the critics are talking really good about this, but you know, like I'm thinking Bros. Like Bros was a movie that essentially kind of flopped.
It did.
And of course, Billy Eichner was kind of mad at society for not being able to accept it. But I watched it and open-minded, and there was moments that, I mean, and frankly, I was just like, I'm not really into this, right? It was a little too, you know.
It was okay. I mean, they had moments of funny, but it felt like it was trying a little bit too hard.
It was ham-fisted.
Yeah. I mean, I think here's the thing though, too. I think a teen girl lesbian movie is going to, like, if your girlfriend wants to see it, you're going to be like, sure, I'll check that out.
Yeah. It has more mass appeal for sure.
Right.
I mean, like, you know, she's like, shut up, take my money when you talk about normalization. I was saying the same thing when you talk about lesbian nation. You know, that's just how it is.
Right.
So Bottoms looks like it's really good. You like the tagline that I have on the podcast broadcast stream?
What is it?
There's your endorsement for.
It's fair.
Bottoms. Very nice.
Very fair.
So
Very
is that
nice.
what your
Thank
review
you.
is? Would you say that you love the movie Bottoms?
Sure, it was funny. It's something we haven't seen. Absolutely. And, it's not, and you know what? It's 94% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Okay, yeah. So it does sound like a stellar film.
Herb
So
has mixed feelings about Bottoms.
if you're looking for a raunchy comedy, and which we're all fans of, but also something that is critically acclaimed, looks like Bottoms is definitely the movie that you need to check out. Herb Stratford loves it. He loves it. I mean, he loves it.
Thumbs up on the Bottoms.
We're gonna hit the reset. He'll be back with Sean from the Maverick Society, talking about Bear Down Friday and so much more. Keep it right here. It's Rock 102.1 KFMA. And that was from tomorrow, the future. So that's actually tomorrow. We're going to be on here in 2 minutes, talk about Equalizer.
That was a good deep dive in Bottoms from tomorrow.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes.
We dove deep in Bottoms.
Yes, deep into Bottoms.
So good.
Beef dives deep into Bottoms.
Yeah.
I think
It's
that's
just an
times.
Inception super show. My brain hurts.
I lost track 2 hours ago.
I know.
Yeah, at one point I was like checking it. I was like, real time now? He's like, yeah, real time. I was like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
It's like a drug trip. He's just whispering, like, yeah, we're real time.
It's kind of fun though. Like it's definitely flown by.
No, it's flying by.
Mhm.
So that was okay. So I'm just seeing where we're at as far as segments. Okay, so that was our last segment in the 8 o'clock hour. And then the 9 o'clock hour, we have boom. We got that first segment out of the way. And then of course we have a couple more segments to record in the 9 o'clock hour. Whew. So
That is my
here's
job
what
for
we're gonna
Sundays.
do. We're coming back on the air for Thursdays.
Okay.
We're gonna do content with Herb. And then we're going to record content for tomorrow, which is essentially the same time, but tomorrow, right? Like it's going to be the 9 o'clock B segment.
All right.
Yeah. Any questions?
I got some questions for Herb.
Okay. Ask
Because
Herb a
we haven't
question.
been in studio together.
I know,
in a
anything
while.
movie nerd, because I'm a Ari Aster fan, I guess you could say,
Yes,
from Hereditary
absolutely.
and Midsommar.
Uh-huh.
The latest one that just came out, I haven't heard anything about. I know it's really disturbing, apparently, obviously, with Joaquin Phoenix.
Have
you seen it?
Beau is Afraid.
Bo was Afraid. Is that anything worth checking out?
You know, it's long. It has sort of moments of WTF, but it's definitely not a mainstream film. You know what I mean? So like, I think you're going to want to see it, and then we'll talk about it. But it did not do great, because even with Joaquin, it's just like people were like, that is too weird. It's 2.5 hours, I think. It's just, yeah, it's really long.
If you're gonna be weird, you got to keep it an hour and a half max.
And it's an existential thing where it just like, visually it's like it's over the top, but it's less horror, you know what I mean, than like
Horror.
Midsummer was just like,
terrifying.
Yeah, it really was. Yeah.
Rick, you can't say you love lesbians and misspell it so wrong, so wildly wrong. You got lesbians.
I think Sweden's overdue for like a happy movie, because I think that one about that horror movie about that creature in the forest, I forgot what it was called, but that was really well done. And then Midsummer. It's like everybody's terrified of Swedes now.
Yeah.
It's like, we're staying away from there.
That could be terrifying.
They are.
Unlike like say Middle Earth and how everybody went running to New Zealand. Yeah, the movies are not doing any favors to Sweden.
Maybe that's kind of like a government conspiracy, to keep people from moving to Sweden.
Right.
They got a pretty good thing going on. Eat you. We're live on the air, Rock 102.1 KFMA with film critic Herb Stratford, who's making his rounds. The radio Gauntlet. Good to have you in studio here, Herb.
Thanks, sir.
I like that we get to double up with you, and we'll have you in tomorrow as well, talking about the movie Bottoms. But first, let's talk about a movie that is a super blockbuster sequel, stars a bunch of massive stars, and will probably suck. Of course, I'm talking about Equalizer.
Equalizer 3,
Equalizer 3,
well,
yes.
But here's the thing.
Good movies.
Here's the thing I gotta say.
I knew you would like this.
Come on.
Yeah.
I
Don't eat into the mic here, Rico. Come on. All right, go for it. Denzel.
Denzel, it's like I just feel like Denzel has figured it out, right? Even though this is the third one, and we'll get into the details of the third one in a second, but I just feel like unlike Liam Neeson, who you're just like, stop with these movies. I feel like Denzel is aging very well. I think he's making good choices. I think he looks good. You know what I mean? I think, and I love David Washington is his son, right? Is amazing in everything he does.
He in this?
No, John David Washington.
Yeah, John David Washington.
No, he's not, but he's doing some amazing work. So I just feel like, you know what? I'm willing to give Denzel take my money again, just because you do a good job. So Equalizer 3, this is the third film in the series. He's sort of, again, like Liam Neeson, he's a guy, he's got this sort of CIA background, everybody underestimates him, right? And then he ends up, the last one, Equalizer 2, I think it was in Central America or South America. There was a drug cartel, and clearly he got the better of them. So in this one,
clearly.
In this one, otherwise there wouldn't be a 3.
There would not be a 3, no, unless it was a prequel.
So in this one, he's sort of done, because I think he probably was done. He was like, you know what, I'm not going to be that guy that makes, a whole bunch of these movies the same title.
Right.
So he's retired to the south of Italy. He's hanging out, makes some friends, which he doesn't necessarily normally do because he's this hitman guy. And the local mafia shows up and starts, messing with
As
his
they
friends.
would.
Right?
Yeah.
So he's got to bring out the skills.
Right. He has to equalize things.
Yeah, he's got exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly. So this is 71% on Rotten Tomatoes, and I just feel like I like this character. I like that you're not going to see Equalizer 12. It's not going to happen.
Oh, spoiler!
Well, no, I just mean you're not going to Tom Cruise this. You know what I mean?
Okay.
This is not Mission Impossible.
Until they CGI Denzel.
And I honestly feel like Denzel was probably like, I'm not interested. Wait, where are we filming? For 6 weeks?
Italy.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Let me see the script.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
yeah.
So those it's so funny too, because you do see A-list actors shoot these location movies just for the free vacation.
Right.
Absolutely.
I mean, Adam Sandler made a career out of it.
Yeah.
He honestly did.
Yeah.
So you would recommend Equalizer 3. Do you need to see Equalizer 1 and 2 before you see 3? Because I'm one of those people that didn't even realize that there was a 1 and 2, but I got caught up in the hype train of Equalizer 3.
No, you do not. I will tell you that after you see it, you're going to be like, I think I want to see those other ones. You know what I mean? Because you're like, I like this character. I like this guy. So, Rico, you've seen the other ones, right?
I love them. That's what I mean. Come on.
Yeah, but he also loves all the Fast and Furious films.
Ironically.
Very weird. Yeah,
And
ironically.
artistically on a different side. Okay.
Yeah.
I appreciate
It's so weird.
That's a whole segment right there.
Yeah.
Go down that rabbit hole. Good luck. You need a psychologist for his psychologist. All right. Well, Equalizer 3 looks like a thumbs up from Herb. It looks like you're going to get sued for using thumbs up as well. So let's hit the reset. We have more Beef Vegan Presents, but we're keeping the broadcast moving along. YouTube.com/BeefVegan. All right, clear.
Does Denzel say, I'm here to equalize or anything like that?
Yeah. Right.
He doesn't in any of the
Seems
movies.
like it's a little lopsided.
Equal.
Seems like it's a little unfair. Does somebody need this to be equalized?
No, he does not. He does not. But,
Missed opportunities.
honestly, I just feel like I look at Denzel and I'm like, that dude has got aging down. You
Yep.
know what I mean? Like he is gravitas. He's trim, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's not going to pot. I
Right.
mean,
And just the way that he carries himself
Yes.
at all times.
Yes.
Denzel's the
Yeah.
man.
he's a class act. It's like that guy, he's an inspiration.
Yeah.
So anyway.
Mhm.
Okay, I dig that. All right. Well, then we have another movie that we're going to talk about tomorrow. Oh,
Mm.
that's how we do this. Thank you for coming in and making this job a little bit easier.
Is
Right.
this going to be a weekly thing now?
No.
No.
It's like, we're not going to stop here. Let's start
I'm not-
2024
No,
off right
we
now.
just-
January
Yeah.
24. What movie's out right now?
Well, no, because like I do a remote later on today, but we have Labor Day, obviously, and so I'm like, well, shit, I'm gonna just make this a 4-day weekend, right? Because I have the opportunity to make it a 4-day weekend and do a super show with both Rico and Weirdo.
Yeah, and I
on
was
2
already
days.
not coming in tomorrow.
Oh yeah,
too.
and that was the real reason too.
Mhm.
I'm like, fuck. All
Yeah.
right, well, then let's just do this. And yeah, then I just
He needs adult supervision too.
Yeah, I
So,
know, I
mean,
know.
Somebody's got to be in the room.
Mhm.
So
well, let's go. This girl's dirtier than me when you
Oh
hear
my God.
things that come out of her mouth.
Oh my God. There's times where he's like, Weirdo, you really do have to let me know, like kind of keep me in check, make sure that I'm not overdoing it, going too far with the misogyny. I'm like, you have
Bruh.
asked the wrong person. Cause like I grew up such a tomboy
Yeah.
that like, and hung out with boys and played sports with boys. And like, I just nothing really, if
She's worse.
I'm worse,
Yeah.
wow.
I
Yeah.
really am.
I
I
know.
am not classy at all.
Wow. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. So okay.
Never have your pinky up while drinking, dude.
When are we going to do the single song?
I don't even fucking know.
Okay.
Honestly, like
I
that
know.
is not
I'm
a
just-
priority
I'm
because
just stoked on it.
I understand, and we're gonna replay everything. But remember, our interview is not even gonna be on the air with them today. I'm gonna be editing it later today and everything else. But yeah, so yeah, I have to do a lot for that to happen. I have to sit around and not talk, and I can't play the music on the stream. We don't have anything. So yeah, we have to keep content moving. So with that said, let's record tomorrow's segment. You ready?
Am I on the wrong? Am I on the wrong StreamYard? Because or is that one okay that I'm on that you sent me?
Yeah,
Okay.
I see you.
Sure. All right.
Yeah, we're good.
All right.
You're not in the other one.
Okay. Because I'm getting, because obviously you're recording one or you're gonna not show Friday, right? So I'm just making sure.
Oh yeah, actually
gotta
you are
mute
in the
me
other one
again.
too. Yeah. All right. Well,
I wish I had a red sign above him that said Friday, Thursday.
Right.
That's
You got to mute me again. I don't know why.
I
did it.
know. I see you. I did. All right, here we go. We're doing tomorrow's segment today, and here we go. All right, 3 days grace with I Am Machine and Rock 102.1 KFMA. Welcome back to the show, hanging out with world-renowned film critic Herb Stratford. Yeah, who just did that?
Me.
Was
I
that
did.
you?
To himself.
How dare you scoff at yourself, sir? Shame,
Yeah,
sir. Shame. You are world-renowned.
All right, thank you.
This is what we tell our friends. We're trying to legitimize
All
this
right,
broadcast.
That's true.
All right. So with that, give me your amateur review of this latest. No, what do we want to talk about now? What's something else that you're excited about?
Well, it's something else. So remember, I want to clarify this one more time because this is the last time we're really talking in this month. August is the dump month, right?
Yeah.
January and August, the 2 months where the studios say we don't know what to do with this, they put it out, right? So now, having said that, there's other films, a few slip in, right? But this is a good example. This film, it's called The Good Mother. Okay. On paper, it sounds fabulous. It's got Hilary Swank, 2-time Academy Award-winning actress.
Yep.
Right. And you've got Emma Cossinger, who's one of Scorsese's producing partners. You're like, oh, okay. The story is basically Hilary Swank plays a woman who her estranged son gets murdered. And so she sort of teams up with the son's girlfriend to try and bring the drug dealers to justice. Right. So you're thinking, oh, all right, well, it's serious drama, whatever, good people. 11% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Ooh,
Whoa.
11%.
That may be the lowest she's ever had as an actress. I don't know if she's done anything
Damn,
that bad.
that Good
so-
Mother is bad.
Yeah.
That is funny. I mean, to get a score that low, I don't even recall the last time I heard a score that low.
Yeah, I mean, you have to really excel. You have to be like Tommy Wiseau's The Room. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? To end up.
Yeah, but do you think it's going to be cult-like bad? Is it going to be cult-like bad? 'Cause
No.
then
Wish.
No,
that's a saving grace.
no.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then you're telling me this is a front runner for Razzie of the Year?
You know what? I think it is.
Wow.
I think you got a good point there. There's obviously some other garbage, but this one, when you have this kind of talent associated, the Razzies take a look at it and they go, you should know better.
Mhm.
Yeah, I guess, but how
Paycheck.
many opportunities and roles are Hilary Swank being offered
Well,
today?
You may be right there. She pops up very randomly, and I don't know if it's because she has bad management. She makes bad decisions. She's not getting calls. I don't know, but
I'll
we
tell
have
you
two
what.
Academy Awards.
I mean, as an average person, I wouldn't say I long to see Hillary Swank in anything.
I got an idea.
Okay, what's your idea, Rico?
$1 Million Baby 2.
Yeah.
She died.
Baby's
though.
back. Yeah, the
spoiler
resurrector.
alert. What the
Yeah.
heck? Yeah, come on, Dave.
Yeah, it's been 20
Come
years.
on.
I mean,
Right, zombie movies are really popular. Let's just do it.
True.
Zombie boxer. Like, Hillary Swank's back, baby.
You know that's been thrown around. You so know it has.
And you know it would sell.
all right.
Yeah.
So here's the pitch. Okay, they bring back Hillary Swank from the dead, $1 Million Baby. She starts a YouTube channel, and becomes very popular on YouTube, and then becomes a popular fighter because the only popular fighters nowadays have a YouTube channel. So
Mm.
you got to be in the YouTube game.
Yeah.
And she beats Colin McGregor.
Wow.
Colin
That's what's
McGregor. You mean Connor or Connor?
Conor McGregor. Yeah.
Hey.
Oh, his son, Colin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, that's the thing. She could be the ghost. She could be right.
Mm.
Like it'd be like her daughter or something, and so she's like a force ghost, right?
Yeah.
And so she's like advising her daughter on how to fight, and it's the first man versus woman fight, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
Now you hear this, Hillary Swank.
I'm liking
These
it.
are.
Hey,
This is
liking
a
First one's
accumulation. This is an accumulation of terrible ideas that will still get higher than 11%
Yeah.
on Rotten Tomatoes.
This is true. 13. We're talking 13,
Yeah,
14.
At least.
Come on.
All right. So stay away from the good mother. That's how we recap that. Let's hit the reset, and we'll be back with more Beef Vegan Presents after this. It's Rock 102.1 KFMA. Clear. And that's tomorrow's segment.
Man.
Radio
Done,
in the
son.
future.
Could we go back a couple weeks and redo a segment?
You
Back
want
in
redo a
time?
segment?
Yeah.
I never thought about that.
We can do it. Let's make
Like
it
that was the
happen.
question of the day.
Let's
at the-
gaslight our audience.
That was the question of the day at the yesterday at my gym was would you rather have a teleporter or a time machine? And my boyfriend had said time machine. I said, so you could go to the past or go to the future, right? Because I feel like there's that sub question. If you had a time machine, what would you do?
Where
Go
would
to-
you go? Yeah.
Yeah, he said future, so that way you could figure out investments and money and like all of that.
Why not
And
past, like the Biff style?
I don't know. I feel
Almanac.
like that would change too much.
This is ridiculous. So I have 8 minutes and 37 seconds in the last spots block going into the 9 o'clock hour. So we just got to get ready to. Don't worry, dude.
No,
Look,
not-
don't
No,
worry.
no, Rico was so wrong there. Biff did the investment thing.
He did
He
do-
didn't go
oh.
to the future, did he? He went to the past.
No, he
and
just
did
did
that.
it. He just started in the president and went backwards with investments.
Yeah.
Where
Yeah.
the other
Okay.
side of it is
Because-
going forward, finding out the investment, and then coming back. Biff just
Yeah, dummy.
get out
And
of that.
that he went
Man,
back
that
to the
triggered me.
future. He went back to the future to be rich, right? He was in a future. He went to the past. He gave his old.
I made a
school stuff.
mistake in the present day, so future Todd would be pissed at past Rico, so things would change. Okay?
It is
Brilliant.
very, it is,
Brilliant.
yeah, it is a very confusing setup that we got going on here. Beef Vegan Presents, because we are doing radio in the future and the past. Now
the
I
movie
do have
Primer.
Todd Marley joining us via satellite, and tomorrow morning he's going to play a little game with both Rico, Weirdo, and I. And that game is called what, Todd?
Damn it, Todd.
Yeah, damn it, Todd, which is good. It's essentially like 2 truths and a lie, and we got to be able to decipher between the two. It's a very difficult game, but we're gonna find out who is comes out ahead between the 3 of us. Hell, 4 of us. Herb, you're gonna come in tomorrow,
Yeah.
and see who could win that game, and then we'll go into our Labor Day weekend as champion. It's going to be a big deal. On the podcast broadcast here in a little bit, we're going to be talking with Electric Callboy. If that name isn't familiar with you, then it will be. Yeah, because they have been blowing up internationally for quite some time. It's a band that's actually been around for a decade and kind of crossed the threshold and starting to gain popularity in the States and everywhere else, thanks to their infectious music and their very fun, entertaining music videos.
Yeah.
There's a ton of those.
Mhm.
So we're going to be talking to the lead singers.
Kevin and Nico.
Yeah, here at about 10 a.m. on the podcast broadcast. So before we get into all that, though, we are unfortunately out of time on the FM side. So let me give you a beef tip before we take off here and come back tomorrow morning bright and early. All right. So the beef tip today, we'll say it's because, let's see, I got it right here. I've been so ready for this.
Ready.
It's a speed bump hack that can help you stop, being addicted to your phone. All of us are on our phones way too much.
Right.
We know this. All right. This is factual. So how do you prevent yourself from constantly checking your phone? Well, do this hack. They say you can rearrange some of your most favorite apps, put it into a folder.
Mhm.
That way, you make it slightly inconvenient. They call that a speed bump, right? So if you make your favorite apps, like whether it's Twitter or Facebook or Pornhub, it doesn't matter. And these aren't my favorite apps. I'm just saying your favorite apps.
Mhm.
Hypothetically.
Yeah, put them in a folder to give it an extra step process. That way, you're not going to just quick click and open up your favorite apps and just have those time sucks happen to you constantly. If you do that speed bump will prevent you from being on your phone so much because you'll kind of get frustrated and be over it in no time. So that's your beef tip of the day.
You can also put it in black and white mode. You know that?
What?
Stops the color stimuli. Yeah, it's another trick.
Oh, yeah. Let me see your phone right now. Is it in black and white?
No,
Of course not. You got a problem, Rico. All right, I'd like to thank
This
everyone
is
for
your
listening to the show.
intervention.
Robin Nash is up next. Don't forget you're listening for that keyword for Power Trip. I'd like to thank Herb Stratford for coming in as well. We'll see you tomorrow. You guys enjoy the rest of your day. Drive safe, ride safe, and as always, rock local. Later. Clear on the FM side. Okay, we're still going though. Todd, let's record. And then I'll get you out of here because let's play this game tomorrow. Right now.
today.
Tomorrow,
Today would be vegan. Sounds like a cool podcast.
Oh, it's such an awesome podcast. And then I'll bang out a beef tip and then we'll get ready for Electric Callboy. I'm telling you, I'm going to like crawl out of here. I'm kind of mentally exhausted.
Wait until you get that acai bowl.
Acai,
Offsite.
which is acai. I know. Somebody keeps calling. Let's find out.
From the future?
Rock 102.1. Who's this?
Kayla
What's up, Kayla?
and April.
Hey,
You
Kayla
forgot
and April.
to do the puddle of mud ticket.
No, we did. We gave them out.
Oh, I missed it.
I know you did. Oh, I'm so sorry, but that's all right. You just walk up to the, Rialto on Sunday night, and maybe you'll get lucky.
Okay.
Okay. I will see you out there. Oh, okay.
don't need you anymore. You're worthless to me.
Oh, you're still on the air, Todd. All right.
Amazing.
Thank you for that. All right, let's do
Just walk right up. You'll be fine.
Like, okay. Nice.
yeah. All right, here we go. Let's do radio in the future. It's been a while since Herb Stratford won a game. That's a fact. It's Rock on 2.1.
You know what? I believe that I actually beat Valdez last time we played a game.
Oh, are you a guy that's actually bragging about beating Valdez?
Hey, I got to take the wins where I get them.
Yeah, Valdez has he has a record similar to that of I don't know, the last 50 seasons of the New York Jets. It's not great. So anyways, welcome back to the show. On joining us via satellite is Todd Marley. He is our
Hello.
DM, our dungeon master, game master. And of course, we got Herb Stratford, Rico, and Weirdo in studio. And it is Friday, and we like to have a little fun going into this 3-day weekend. And the way that we do that is we like to play games. What's the name of the game there, Todd Marley?
This week we're pulling out of the bootleg closet. Damn it, Todd. I have here a series of statements. Each one of them is true. However, in every one, there is a part of that statement that is false. It is your job to find that statement, correct it whenever you think you know the answer at any time. Buzz in with the phrase, damn it, Todd, and add your correction.
All right.
Mm.
So it's basically like two truths and a lie. There you go. Damn it, Todd is the name of the game. Oh, I forgot to delete the lowest bottoms. Okay.
Oh,
All right.
hi.
All right.
Great show.
All right. So you heard the rules. So Todd, go ahead and give us the examples. And
All right,
whoever
this
buzzes
is our
in
Labor
first-
Day. There is no example. We're going right into this. These are all Labor Day related questions as we make our way into the Labor Day weekend.
All right, sounds good.
And Labor Day itself was the first celebrated U.S. Labor Day was on Tuesday, September 5th, 1882 in Boston, Massachusetts, planned by the Central Labor Union, where 10,000 workers marched from City Hall all the way to 42nd Street and then met with their families in Wendell Elm Park for a picnic, concert, and speeches.
Damn it, Todd.
Damn it, Todd.
I heard
It's
B
such-
first.
Yes, it's such a long story
I know.
that we all have ADD on this Friday. There's no way we were even following that. I'm going to say the year was wrong. The year was wrong. You mentioned a year?
Math.
That's a lie.
It was in fact, the date is correct. September 5th, 1882.
Damn it, Todd.
Damn it, Todd.
Oh, Herb, yeah, you were around during that time.
The park is wrong. Different name.
Nope. The park is accurate.
Oh.
What city did you say it was in?
I said Boston, Massachusetts.
It was in New York City.
That is correct.
Oh, did you just Google that?
Yes, sir.
Cheer!
Weirdo. Yeah, okay. All right.
Damn it, weirdo.
That's one
Put that vote in black and white.
I was gonna say there's no picnics in Boston.
Yeah, still counts. All right, Todd, give us our next scenario, and damn it, Todd.
Oh, well, why do we celebrate Labor Day? It's because of all the improvements we've had in labor. In the late 1800s, at the height of the Industrial Revolution in the United States, the average American works 12-hour days and 7-day weeks in order to eke out just a basic living. Despite restrictions in some states, children as young as 8 or 9 toiled in mills, factories, and mines across the country, earning a fraction of their adult counterparts.
Damn it, Todd.
I heard B first.
Beef did.
All right, I'm going to say the age of the children is wrong.
That is correct.
Yeah.
I will let
They were
somebody
2
steal
years
it if they
old.
can name the proper ages.
I think it's 4 to 6. They were young.
They were youngins.
Jacob Reese did a photo series documenting children in labor situations, which raised the question. So, but I don't know. The age is definitely less.
Yeah, like the kids at McDonald's right now in Texas.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, well, there are politicians arguing to try to lower those labor laws as well. And of course, we do have to work almost every day of the week just to eke by and survive. Everything that we have established for Labor Day is now coming back again. So we're going to have to reestablish a Labor Day or revolt on Labor Day.
You're not inhaling coal dust, dude. Come on.
I know.
What was the kids' ages?
It was young as 5 or 6 years old.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Wild.
You can't get good work out of a 5-year-old. You know what I mean? I tried to get a 5-year-old to landscape my backyard. Terrible job.
They're busy
Terrible
coding.
work.
They're
Really
busy on
sorry.
an iPad.
We just tried getting my 6-year-old to like organize the lettered beads, and he was just sitting there being like, no,
Yeah.
no thanks.
All right, Todd. We got time for one more.
Well, let's bring it up a little bit. Labor Day marks the end of a couple things. Like Labor Day is the unofficial end of hot dog and sausage season. The National Hot Dog and Sausage Council says that between Memorial Day and Labor Day, Americans will eat 2 billion hot dogs.
Damn it, Todd.
Okay,
Yes.
there, Rico.
There is no such thing as the Hot Dog and Sausage Council.
They exist. They are real.
Of course they do.
And they are always watching you.
I don't think a billion with a B. I think that number is off. It's a misrepresentation. Damn it, Todd. I think it's more hot dogs that we consume.
How do I get on that?
Really? How much?
I would say 3 billion with a B.
Close, but
I'm
no.
looking at you, weirdo. Close, but
right, wrong thing, wrong answer.
Oh,
4 billion.
Nope. The chump numbers.
Okay, well, I mean,
Damn it, Todd. Is it 3 million?
No, that's lower.
Oh.
Those are
Yeah.
real chump numbers.
girl math. Hashtag girl math. Boski.
I just figured it was just-
Between Memorial Day and Labor Day, Americans will eat 7 billion hot dogs.
Jesus.
Yeah, we be obese.
Costco.
I have done my part.
Americans love the wieners.
Yes, they do.
And bottoms.
All right. Well, that was Damn It, Todd and Rock 102.1 KFMA. Wrap things up. We'll be back with their beef tip after this. It's Rock 102.1.
And nobody won.
Happy Labor Day, everyone. Get back to work.
Todd is the winner.
The audience is the winner.
Yeah, they are the winner.
The true winner.
It's been a while. There it is.
Since I had a hot dog.
All right. Now I got to do boom and.
Boom and boom. I had one more in the pocket.
Yeah, we don't have time.
Yeah.
We don't have time, and we're getting ready for the. Give me the 2
Germans.
names again.
For Kevin and Nico of
Kevin
Electric
and Nico,
Callboy. And I did send you that.
Yeah. Kevin and
I'm
Nico.
supposed to go find Larry. So
Go for it.
Oh, boy.
All right,
later,
Herb
Herb.
Stratford, everybody.
Thanks,
Thank you, Herb.
Bye.
Go find Larry. Why Larry? Is he gonna?
Because I'm trying to get the station to support our film festival with those rock docs that we're bringing in.
Okay.
Ah.
Well, I'm in.
Where's
Yeah.
Larry's office at anyway? I don't even know.
Just walk the maze. You'll figure it out. I don't have time to tell you. Plus, you're at the age where, get some extra steps in. It's good for you. I love you, Herb. All right, let's see. Todd, I'm going to get you backstage as well, bud. I'll talk to you soon. All right, team. Thank you, Todd. I appreciate you as well. All right.
Oh, yeah.
So we're getting ready. Yes, thank you, sir. I'll talk to you later. Don't forget, you'll be able to hear yourself tomorrow. It's going to be great. All right. Let's bang out this beef tip real quick, and it should be the last of the pre-recordeds that we have to do. So that's good.
Nice.
Yeah.
Back to Beef Vegan presents.
He looks like he's on something. He's definitely on something, like bath salts.
Rock 102.1.
Yes, Rock 102.1. Welcome back to the show. Thank you guys so much for listening. Unfortunately, that's all the time that we have for today, but I'd like to thank this morning's guests. We had Sean in studio, Herb Stratford in studio, Todd Marley. I'd like to thank them all. Of course, Rico and Weirdo. Don't forget, you want to keep listening for Robin Nash and Razor when they both play the song of the day that you're listening for, so you qualify for that Power Trip giveaway. But before we leave you, let me give you a beef tip. And here's a beef tip for Labor Day. A lot of us are going to be eating burgers and barbecuing. Here are the ways that you should be eating your burger. Upside down. Yeah. Yeah. There are experts saying that's the way that you should eat your burger is upside down. The reason why is the crown or top bun is thicker and sturdier, so it's less likely to droop and let stuff fall out. All right. Is that especially true with those delicious greasy burgers? Also, it exposes your taste buds to more flavors. Flipping it over means the burger's on top and everything else is underneath. And that means you'll taste the condiments more. And there's subtle but noticeable differences. And the third reason why you want to eat your burger upside down is it's easier to pick up the burger and when you eat it upside down.
Okay.
Thank God you clarified. I was thinking Batman the whole time, like hanging from the ceiling.
No, you put the burger upside down.
Okay.
In fact, actually, I would even go as far as this. This has been a low carb hack that I've done, and Todd Marley has seen me do this in person. When it comes to eating subs or whatnot, you take that bottom piece of bread off altogether, right? You eat it upside down. So essentially, it's almost like a burger tostada, and then that's 50% less carbs.
Oh,
There you go.
Okay.
Science.
Yeah,
All right.
looking sexy going into the fall. So there's your beef tip. Hope you guys enjoy your 3-day Labor Day weekend and make sure you guys have a fun one and be safe. We'll see you at Metallica and, of course, Hoko and be back Tuesday morning. Till then, drive safe, ride safe, and as always, rock local. Later. Clear. All right. And
Awesome.
good. All right. So now we're just on standby. No, don't.
What?
Did you? Oh, well, check your camera again because it buzzed out.
God damn it.
You're fine. I got this too.
I'm like, I didn't actually do anything.
Okay.
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 don't.
Yeah. All right.
All right, there we go.
All right. So you guys watched us do 2 shows in one. That was pretty impressive.
That was
wasn't it?
wild.
That was good.
Wild.
Yeah. And honestly, we'd be done for the day, but we are waiting for Kevin and Nico
And in an
of
acai bowl.
Electric Callboy. And are we gonna get that?
I heard. That's
Okay,
what he
good.
said. She's delivering.
Yeah.
like,
So
oh.
hold on. I'm gonna pull up Electric Callboy here. Electric Callboy. There it is.
You said Germany,
Yeah, initially. And
but they're here now.
no, they're still Germany,
Oh,
but
They're currently on their Techno World Tour, which was sold out in Europe. They just started last week on the US leg, which is also sold out.
yeah.
My
Yeah.
brother
Like-
told me about these guys actually.
Yes.
I'm gonna text him. He's gonna freak out. Probably.
Yeah, and I would definitely say the capacity of the venues in Europe were larger than the United States that they were selling out. Like tonight they're playing the Van Buren, that's 1900, sold out. Like, I'm stoked.
Let's see this studio versus live here.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So this is Hypa Hypa.
Mhm.
That's a song that blew them up. There were several
Right.
different examples of songs that were blowing them up. And massive. When I say massive, I mean massive. Let me go to the YouTube page. You're gonna see exactly how many subscribers, hits they have. Of course, they started in Germany,
Mhm.
and they should be joining us here any moment, hopefully. And hopefully there was no time differential, whatever. Let's see. 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 Let's see.
We're traveling to the future and the past, and now we're concerned about time zones.
Time zones,
There's a lot happening today.
Yeah, for sure.
No, confirm the time zone.
Oh, that reminds me too, weirdo. What we need to start doing twice a week is reaction videos. So we'll start getting in the mindset there, and we'll start doing reactions. We did that Tupac AI reaction. It has over 4,000 hits on our YouTube page already.
Well, and actually, like, this is what loops it back to Electric Callboy. That's what pushed them over, because when the Hypa, those reaction videos were crazy. Because again, it was kind of born from that COVID time, because like everybody was doing reaction videos then.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, they kind of hit it onto the metalcore and metal scene, and people were like, "What the fuck is this?"
Yeah, there's so many different pretty cool aspects of the Electric Callboys like rise to fame. And just the fact that they've been established. They've been, they were established and they've evolved. They've evolved in a way where, like they're not going to get, their songs earlier were controversial, to say the least. Kind of like Ice Nine Kills.
Well, and their original name was controversial.
Yeah, what was the original name again?
Their original name was Eskimo Callboy.
Yeah.
But then after Nico came on in 2020, because they did do a little singer switch out, they kind of did just like sit it and look at it, and they really did. They went back and they're like, we're gonna pull these songs from the discography because we're not proud of them anymore, and then also just like we got to change the name. And so they did. They went with Electric Callboy, which I think is super appropriate for for their sound and energy and everything.
It's interesting though. You would think that it would kind of put them in a position where it'd be like they would lose popularity because you're rebranding. You're rebranding after a decade, and that's a risk, no matter how you look at it. But it obviously didn't affect them and only positively impacted them.
Yeah.
Same with the Dixie Chicks.
No, don't, because the chicks that are not as popular as the Dixie Chicks.
Right?
Yeah. You took away a popular brand. Of course, they had to separate themselves from the brand because they pissed off and alienated their audience just by being outspoken. A president at the time did a pretty bad job.
Kind of were right about it, man.
Yeah, I mean, in hindsight, people forget about W. But yeah, that's what essentially ended the Dixie Chicks. They're still out there doing gigs. In fact, actually, I think they're at 191 Tool next week.
Can we have them on the podcast?
I mean, honestly, they got nothing else going on. So yeah, I'm pretty sure. The Chicks. Big confirmation. You want to double check and
just send a text to their tour manager right now.
Perfect.
Yeah.
All right, that's good.
Yeah.
I'm sure they'll be on this.
No.
Yes.
Yeah, and then they're doing this. They love cat content. Look at
this is fantastic.
Yeah. So this is something that is going to inspire you. Your pussy away. Oh, Electric Fuckboy.
They have a song called Fuckboy. They did with oh my God, Conquer Divide, which is an American metalcore all-female band, which is on tour with them as well. So good.
And again, this AI art of cats who are just being too excited is great.
Yeah.
I know why I'm already a fan. It's like because I remember old internet days of Gunther coming out. You touch my tra-la-la. Like that was the introduction to all that like wild techno absurdism. And I was like, I like it. It's funny. Ooh, you touch my tra-la-la.
You touch my tra-la-la.
My ding dong. It's the best.
You should have changed it to just dicks. Yeah, D-I-K-X or D-I-X. Yeah.
Chicks with, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. It says C-H-I-X. D-I-X.
Swapperoo action.
Yeah.
Easy.
Dicks Chicks.
Yeah.
Shut up and take my money. That sounds
Just
like,
saying.
honestly, statistically speaking, that's 1 in 5 people you match with on dating apps.
Right.
Statistically
smart.
speaking. That's where we're at. So look
what happened to BV? Like, oh, he went to go be the chicks manager.
Yeah.
He's rolling in that cash now.
Rolling in that Dick's cash.
Dick's cash. Happy for him.
Yeah, I'm happy for him.
Earned it.
Yeah, I totally earned it.
Earned the Dick's bucks.
Earned those big Dick's bucks.
Big Dick's bucks.
Let's see. Still waiting on them to jump in backstage. Maybe they were saying yes just to have you fuck off, huh?
I hope not.
I know. This is your first big get, and I'm excited for you. I know. You know what, though? It's part of the game. Sometimes things happen, and it's never anything personal. Or maybe they, looked at our YouTube channel and said, fuck it. Yeah.
Did we look at what time it is over there? Is it over in Germany where they're at now?
No, they played in California
Oh, so
last
they're like,
night. Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, so it is
Nothing
technically a travel
crazy.
day for them, but they assured me that it was going to be good to go.
Well, that was very kind of them. Very nice Germans. You know who else is nice Germans is
David Hasselhoff?
No, he's not German. He's just loved by Germans. Come on, get it right. His last name's super German though. I think that's reason for his popularity. Oh, and his sexiness because it's the Hoff.
washboard dad abs.
Yeah. What's the name of this band? God damn it! Why am I spacing on
What
this?
song? Do you remember a song?
Yeah, there's a couple songs that they've done. I know I'm just mentally stalling. I want to say they're German. I keep thinking My Sweet Summer, but that's obviously not. My Own Summer is Deftones. My Sweet Summer is Dirty Heads, and I was playing them forever.
Not Rammstein.
Not Rammstein. They're more guitar alternative, and I did an interview that was really good with them. What the fuck? All right, I'm pulling it up right now. Well, since we have time.
All right, I'm gonna give a call.
Oh, you're gonna call him?
Yeah,
Okay,
do it live.
All right. Here, let's listen to Weirdo do the call.
Hi, you've reached Ian Roberts. I'm not available right now.
That's not good.
That's okay.
Okay.
Fine.
Well, I am in contact with PR as well, so
Okay.
let's see.
Yeah, it's fine. If there's miscommunication, that sucks for sure. But we will figure it out. We got time. We're waiting for Acai.
We're gonna have our legion of fans leave YouTube comments now. Go to Beef's podcast.
Well, that's the thing, and that's another exciting thing that they would talk to us because if we chopped it up, they are super internet gold. They are internet gold.
Right.
So any little clip that we post on them is gonna add us another 100 subscribers easy.
Right.
They know that, but we are obviously supporters, and we'll play them on American radio. And we'll continue to kind of push that forward as well, because I think, as they blow up, they've already blown up, but,
Right.
We're grassroots still kind of at that level, supporters, and we'll kind of shout it out so people get on board quicker here in this area.
Yeah, and especially because there is a lot of stuff that KFMA plays that I still listen to, but definitely going into this metalcore scene and kind of this direction that hard rock is going into, even having Sleep Theory on.
Mhm.
They are a baby band, but I feel like they are going to go places, and to be able to kind of sit here and interview them before they fully blow up is it's just a really cool opportunity.
Yeah. All right, let's play a game real quick while we're waiting with our streamers. I'm trying to think of this song in this band, and I can only kind of think of the melody in my head.
Okay.
And I want you guys to try to guess it. It's kind of like an alternative band. Band came out about 5-6 years ago. Oh,
yeah, I know the song you're talking about.
yeah, give me the
forgot
name of the
though.
title. God damn it.
Hold on, go again.
Let's talk about it. I went down.
And then talk about it. Yeah.
Let's talk about it.
Yeah.
Sounds like almost like Arcade Fire mixed with Fleet Foxes or something.
I don't know. Oh, no.
Is that app? What is it? The one? Can you hum a song to an app and it tells you?
Shazam.
I mean,
Oh,
Shazam. No,
they
can't
actually
play the song.
No, it's funny you say that because Google's actually working on that technology
they are.
with AI.
That would change the world, dude.
Yeah, that you could hum in a song. It's
It's what, Jaheim or something?
No, it's not fucking Jaheim. No, why?
I'm throwing it out. They just.
Okay, list of German bands. I'm just gonna Google it and list of German bands. This is gonna kill me. As soon as I find out, because I have it right there, and I interviewed them backstage, at the Pot of Gold Music Festival years back, and they were so nice. We had such a good little conversation. Had a bunch of hits on that as well, and shit, it's not coming up at all.
It's one of those things that
I
just
don't know.
buries in your head and you can't get out of there.
So don't talk about it. It's acoustic based. Oh, you're so close, Rico. Keep it going. and then you stop completely. That's not keeping it
You
going.
ruined my flow. I was in like that Doctor Strange headspace.
Fuck, son.
You ruined it.
Did I ruin your flow?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know what you're better man about. And I have my German words just don't talk about
He
it.
just sent me the Pot of Gold Music Festival lineup. Anthony did. Shout out OG streamer Anthony. Is it on this one? It should be, on the one with Congos, Dirty Heads, Expendables, Future Waves. Boom, boom, boom. Shit, which one is it? Bastille, Girl Talk, No Bleachers, Chromeo, Future Islands, Greaves, Expendables, Schoolboy Q. No, I guess it wasn't on this one. God, was it not Pot of Gold then? Let's see, not the Phil Lesh one for sure.
Give me more lyrics.
I don't know. Gonna know.
Live on the radio, be like, if you can name this song we're talking about, you can win tickets to
Yeah, but after
Wiener Schnitzel.
murder Robin's show to make it happen.
Like, Robin, we need a favor right now.
Maybe I'll do. Thank you, Anthony. It didn't help, but you were spot on. And I was at that Congo show, or the Pot of Gold with Congos on it, obviously. And that show was sick. That's when I saw Kendrick Lamar live, but he oversold it. And I think that was the last Pot of Gold because the promoter fucked up and didn't do the separator. The one thing that people hate about those big festivals is having that huge aisle separation in the middle of the crowd. So the center of the stage is literally like nobody could stand in front of the center of the stage. But they do it for a reason, and that's safety.
Mm-hmm.
And this Pot of Gold Music Festival had two stages kind of side by side, and people were pitted in the middle. So, he oversold it. So people were getting crushed and carried out of there. Now, luckily nobody died, but many people passed out. It was a bad deal. But Kendrick Lamar killed it. So Greaves was on that show too.
Nice.
Who we just hung out with not too long ago.
He's awesome.
Yeah.
I am so happy I found those two guys, by the way, or discovered them through you guys. Greaves and Mouse Pal.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Very good.
Mouse Pal just sold out the Crescent Ballroom with my buddy Danny T.
Nice.
Yeah. And so I wish I was at that show. That was last Friday.
They're just talented. They're really good.
Oh, it's such a good performance too. In fact, actually,
hey, Ian, this is Weirdo with KFMA. Good. Just wanted to check in. Did we maybe get the time zones mixed up?
Oh, that's very sweet of you to say.
Okay. All right.
Oh, I got it.
All right. Perfect. We're hanging out on StreamYard, like it's just going. So like whenever you guys get it set up, just click the link and get in there, and it'll show Beef that you're backstage. All right, thank you. Bye. They just got in. They are getting set up.
Nice.
He said about 2 or 3 minutes.
That's fine. That's perfect timing because I'll show you this interview with Milky Chance.
Milky Chance.
All right.
Found him.
Found him. This is that interview.
Look at that goatee.
I know. I was fatter and hairier back then. What's going on, guys? Another TMI All Access, Beef Vegan from 93.9 KWSS, hanging out with Clemens and Philip. Do I sound weirder?
No.
Okay.
Younger.
Do I sound younger?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
AKA Milky Chance. And this is actually one of the very first shows in the United States that you've done. Actually, like your 6th show. And it's the beginning of your headlining tour, right? So far, welcome to America. Let me say that. Let me be the ambassador of the United States. How long have you guys been together playing music?
Well, it's 6 years. We're in the 6th year now.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, were you guys big in Europe for a couple years before you crossed? Because I know when we started playing Stolen Dance, there was already a buzz
Stolen
behind
Dance.
you. Like, these guys are big, but nobody here knows it yet.
Yeah.
Right? What do you think?
I guess in Europe it's like 1.5 years in advance. Like everything happened earlier there.
Oh, in France, you're very big there.
See, I said France too.
Have you ever played like festivals? Like,
That's how I say it
like
too.
acai?
We're like best friends. We say France the same way.
No, in the bands.
oh yeah.
Like I mean all around Europe.
Okay. Hey, Clemens, can you try saying that in your American accent real quick?
I can say, "Hey, y'all doing, man?"
There you go.
Weather's super heavy today. Super heavy. But it makes you feeling alive, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm pumped, dude.
Thick
Right?
accents. So
Oh, bring it back in? Okay. Yeah, no, I thought like people in Germany and stuff, I thought the German sound was more like electronic. You got a lot of EDM over there. You know, you guys obviously kind of guitar driven, rhythm, melodies. You know, so that seems like it'd be an opposite direction of kind of the electronic sound of Germany, no?
I guess we're using it in a different way.
Yeah, I think we like the electronic way of producing,
Uh-huh.
but we come from instrumental music because this is how we started making music, and this is what we love, like using real instruments.
Right.
So we kind of like try to put that together.
Right.
I think we back in the days we played a lot of jazz and blues and stuff like this. So now we're just putting this into the electronic music thing.
Yeah. But it still doesn't sound electronic. It sounds very organic, and a lot of people are surprised when they find out that you're just a two-man band. You know, that you're making all these sounds by yourself and producing it. How do you recreate the album and how that sounds live?
Well, it's a big development actually. From the very beginning, we just started like just making the sounds we used on the album. We just used them on the stage, and then we just kind of like step by step. We added some drums, we added some cymbals, we added some new guitars, we added some vocals we do together, and so it was just like a development. We made like the pattern, like we filled it up on stage.
And now we have 3 guys on stage.
Okay, nice.
We got another friend with us. He's playing guitar, second guitar, and harmonica.
So there's a new instrument, a new sound.
Yeah.
Nice.
So we just let it grow.
That's great.
Homegrown.
Yeah. Well, now you know you could continue to bring in those organic pieces as opposed to trying to multitask with different loops.
Yeah.
And start going in there. So how big will the band eventually get? Because you guys keep experimenting with all types of sounds, and you're bringing in a harmonica player. So I have a feeling that's just the beginning. You're gonna have an orchestra soon.
I mean, we played with an orchestra recently.
That's right. Yeah, we
2 weeks
2 weeks ago we had 2 gigs with a big whole orchestra.
90
Frankfurt.
How was that?
Crazy, insane.
So
really cool.
When you sit down with the orchestra to learn your songs, first off, that's the ultimate compliment. These are like trained musicians reading off the sheet and everything.
It's crazy.
Yeah. So do you have to bust out the conductor stick and show them?
Oh no,
where
there
to
was
go?
a conductor, and
Okay.
he was really chill. He was a really cool guy.
He was
on the
American.
Same page. He was from Vegas.
Okay. Yeah. So we're like related.
Yeah. So it's your man.
Yeah.
No, it was really cool. It was a nice experience. It was different kind of making music,
right?
But it was a big step for us.
You had to love the sound and how that worked
I had
out.
the bass section behind me, and it was 8 guys playing the bass.
Oh.
So I didn't need the sub bass. It was
Yeah. Nice. And did you record that?
Yeah, there's a stream on in the internet. You can watch it
German
on our Facebook side. So if you want to listen to it.
Oh no, we'll definitely post the link right below here.
Yeah.
So you can check out Milky Chance, and playing with the full orchestra.
I didn't do that, by the way.
We're excited.
Yeah, I wasn't a real YouTuber. I don't know why I was pretending.
Be surprised by the reaction when you guys hit the stage.
Well, it's kind of like,
I guess,
it's special today because it's the first concert, the tour starts, so it's kind of like there's something in the air.
Yeah.
So we're excited to see what happens then.
Well, I'll tell you right now, people are excited to see you guys. Your song, it started on Stolen Dance, started on alternative radio, but it's crossed over. Now it's on so many different radio stations. It's being like universally accepted. Is that something that you
get back in there? I guess.
What just happened?
I kicked you from the studio.
Why?
Yeah, because your camera wasn't working, so I was like, "Fuck your link."
Which link is it? The last one you sent, right?
Pick one. Yeah.
It's like open.
It's the Electric Callboy link.
Music, be open and
Okay.
be very open-minded to different styles. So it's nice if different people can listen to it. That's cool.
Oh, they totally take it in and embrace it. And what's great about it, the reason why I'm excited to talk to you guys, because I know there's longevity in your art because you have depth on the album. We play Sad Necessary, and that's how you say it, right?
We say it's Sad Necessary, but maybe
Sad
that's
Necessary?
German.
Okay.
I mean, maybe American would be Sad Necessary.
You should never trust me to be like the spokesperson on how to say things right.
Okay.
Yeah. That's not my forte. But listening to the album, we play Flash Junk Drive and Running and all the way through. The record is really strong from beginning to end. So you put together a phenomenal album first and foremost, but there's singles on that album. Then I really think that the rest of the radio stations will be continuing to play your songs off that record for this entire year to come.
Wrong.
Nice.
Yeah.
So we can chill.
Yeah, you can chill and have.
Yeah, well, I mean, they did. Flash Junk Drive was a single that lasted a little bit, and it was like kind of 2 singles on that record. Then a couple years, they were kind of underground. Came back with another radio single, and still Make a Chance, still out there doing big things. And that was Conversation. It was pretty good. They were very nice, and that was my first experience with German musicians. But not my last, because coming up here very shortly, when I say shortly, I mean like right about now. Yeah, we have Kevin and Nico from Electric Callboy. They little switch out.
Hey,
There we go. What's up? How you doing?
Good to see you guys. I'm sorry for being a little bit late, though.
You're fine. You're
That's all
fine,
right.
dude.
It's
Yeah,
good.
you guys just performed in Los Angeles last night, correct?
Exactly.
Yeah. And did you get any sleep at all? Because I imagine you guys were probably raging afterwards because it's LA.
So we had some drinks, to be honest. Don't want to tell the whole truth because maybe I'm getting into trouble. Because as you say, LA is wild. We had a crazy night and so many good people. And of course, LA, like in Germany, we have Berlin. Whenever we play big cities, all the important people are coming over. You got to behave at first and then you can go crazy,
You're right. Yeah. As soon as the suits kind of take off, and that's when the party begins. Yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I was wearing a wardrobe like when I came to the big bosses, and I was like, "Oh, I would have dressed better if I had known that you're coming." But it's okay.
What big bosses were out at the LA show last night? You talking about label reps and
Exactly,
marketing stuff
all
like
the
that?
guys like label guys and merchandise guys. So it's good to see who you are working with, not only names in emails. It's always good to meet each other in person. It's a different level that you reach, and we love to meet. We love to do that actually.
Nice. Yeah. Well, and let me introduce, speaking of meeting people, my name's Beef Vegan. The right of you, I think, is Rico, as you can see, and right above Rico is Weirdo. So and we appreciate you jumping on the podcast broadcast. I knew it though. Being going in LA it's such a big deal. Now your guys' run as a band this last couple of years has been, like just massive, right? You've been around for over a decade, the band, right? A couple little rebrandings, couple changes here and there, and the last few years still keeping in the same vein of fun, heavy, poppy, catchy, infectious. Totally. Yeah. It just kind of took over the internet, and now you're getting that kind of acclaim and recognition and following here in America more so than you ever have before.
Absolutely, yeah.
And have you toured on a massive tour in America before?
We had this tour 10 years ago in 2013. We were only an opener. So it was the first actual experience in the United States, which as a young band is absolutely incredible. Let's say hi to Nico. I'm so sorry for being late.
You're good, Nico. You're good.
You guys are totally fine. By the way,
I
I'm
know.
Weirdo. I'm the one that got you guys set up for this because, I'm stoked. I was introduced to you guys about a year ago, and I'm like, they need to be played in America more. You guys are perfect for kind of where hard rock and the metalcore scene is going in the US. So thank you so much. So we totally don't mind that you're late.
Don't be sorry.
Yeah, the thing is, you can always work as hard as you want. It sometimes needs an ignition, It sometimes needs a special time and place to create good things, And I don't know if it was the pandemic, the people being at home watching YouTube videos all day long. But this was
the right song.
Absolutely. So it was the beginning of something new. And as you say, we've been around for more than a decade, and at some point something changes, and I'm still so happy that we can have all the good stuff from our past, like the good vibes that we always try to keep up, and mix it with something new, like always being experimental with our music, and we love to do this.
Yeah, I mean, I think at the core of it, the entire group of you are, entertainers and also hilarious as well. Know. But did you think after so many years, Kevin, of doing it and being big over in Europe and Germany, your home country, did you think that America was in the equation, or did you get to a point where you're like, all right, you know what, we're just going to focus amongst our people and they're not going to get it?
Absolutely. The thing is, it's not only about your passion. When you decide to have music as your job, then the little factor money comes in. And when you want to play in the United States, for example, that takes a lot of money out of your pocket. So
absolutely,
whenever we decided to play in other countries, such as also, which is very near, but UK, when you just can't make it there, or in the United States, at some point you think, oh, we've played like a couple of tours. Is it worth it? I have to think about my family. I have to think about my time in general. Although you always love to meet new people, but it's then the brain kicks in and you're like, should I do it? But hey, this is one of those stories that tell you never give up
come on. Right now we're realizing that it's totally worth it. So
absolutely. We're 5 days in, 5 shows in, 4 shows.
I mean, in a sold out US tour as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And I've seen this happen a couple times with different artists who are big in different regions, and then just, were beating their head against the wall, being like, why isn't this region and other parts of the world getting it when other people right here are loving it and are fanatical about it? Now, Nico, you're the latest addition to this band. Were you a fan of Electric Callboy beforehand? And then what was the process to get you to be a part of this band?
Well, I wouldn't call me a fan, because we were more like we known each other.
He had a t-shirt with my face on when he entered our group.
Yeah, but totally had no fan. Just
He actually signed my the right side of my butt. But no, to be honest, with my former band, we toured together like 2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
So we already known each other pretty well. And yeah, when it came to the fact that they are searching a new singer, I was like, okay, cool, let's try this. I mean,
yeah, first, he didn't tell us he should be a replacement singer for a planned Russian tour. So we were like, okay, you can be a replacement at this time. But he never told us about his ambitions to be the new guy in our midst. And when he finally did, it was totally clear to us, because we worked together and the vibes were good. We had some first songs that we kind of created together, and
actually hyper and hate love.
Exactly. Yeah.
Was it in the plan to get a new guy, or were you, when you were transitioning, did you just think, okay, I'm just going to do this by myself for a while?
We had some tough times before Nico entered the band. We I don't know, in a relationship.
I was going to say band breakup. So, a band is a relationship multiplied, right?
Absolutely. And it became a little bit toxic over the years with our old singer. We couldn't add up to the product that we intended to create. There were too many big compromise, and at some point nobody liked to make music anymore. And when we parted ways with our old singer, it was clear. I mean, I don't want to lie to you. There was a point where we sat down in the studio, the 5 of us, and asked ourselves, are we going to do this? We're getting older, and is it worth it? But
right.
It's our passion, no question. But at some point you have to ask yourself if this is if you can make it with music,
And the thing is, nobody thought that something like that could have happened.
Absolutely
And
not.
the other way, or the other thing was that some people, some very important people, started not believing in them anymore. They told me that there were so many people like separating from them and just I don't believe that you guys can still do it.
It's crazy when all the infrastructure that you created over years is starting to doubting you, starting to doubt you. Like we want to see what you're up to first, like some new songs and all that. And it was a big pressure on us, not gonna lie, but we decided that we're gonna go this way, and then we went all in. Like,
good decision.
Spent 24/7 in the studio. We had some rough times with our families because we couldn't see them. But what happened in the end was all worth it. I mean,
I can tell you, I would never ever do something like that again because I was shitting my pants. Being the new one's never easy.
I remember when we brought out Hyper. I was on a little family vacation in the Netherlands, and as a add to that story, I have always been the second shouter, not like my voice was in there, but I was always supporting the first guy. And
that's my job now.
Exactly. But to know that there is going to be released a new song which features my shouts as the first shouts, and Nico, the new singer, the new style, the new band, and to wait for the response of the people. I was sitting on that sofa in the Netherlands, I knew it's going to be released right now, and then I saw message after message and comment after comment, and the views went up, and it was I'm getting goosebumps while I'm telling you that. It was such a relief. It was such a big. In Germany, we say we had a stone on our heart. It was just in a second.
Wow.
Nice.
And that's great. So let me recap. And this is another, I guess it's a plus and a con, a pro and a con of being technically ahead of your time. Musically, your vision, everything it could very much say you were ahead of your time about 10 years. The rest of the world is now catching up and the buzz is building there. But you were so far ahead of your time that the team around you, your labels and the people who are doing business with you started to doubt that if it was worth their investment. They didn't, believe in the vision, which made you start doubt your own vision as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
but that actually stopped when we started writing new songs. That was I was believing in that music. I just didn't know if the people will like me or that was my concern actually. But everything went well. So we are here right now.
This is not a general recipe for success, but what we experienced, what we experienced is that in order to be successful and to reach people, to actually get into their feelings, it needs you to be absolutely self-assured with yourself, absolutely love what you're doing. You have to be authentic and passionate about what you're doing. Only then you can transfer those feelings to the people. And it's not necessarily that there comes success with this, but this is absolutely the base for everything good happening,
Absolutely.
Yeah, and your guys' music videos are so visually taking. You're just really, especially with We Got the Moves. I mean, just the bowl cuts and the glasses, and I mean, like you said, you were we're gonna do this and we're gonna lean in hard. Is that kind of the motivation every time you guys go in to make a new music video? What is your main goal as you approach making the music videos to match the music?
Whenever we write a song, when we began to write music as Electric Callboy, it was okay, there is this song and we're gonna shoot a video for it. And then we had some ideas and we want to make it perfect. But now after all those music videos, we started to create the music. When we're sitting in the studio, we think about the live show and we also think about a video. It's 360 degrees. We always have all those things in our heads when we write new music. And this is very cool because, for example, when you have some dance hooks while you're writing a new song, then you think about a potential dance scene, maybe, we can put that in a video. And let me tell you, We Got the Moves was different because it was during the pandemic. Everybody was forced to be at home, and the regulations in Germany were like you can have business meetings, but not meetings with your friends. So this was actually a business meeting, and with all the people being there, it was such a big relief to be back with each other and have a good time.
I mean, there's always a story behind every song, and this one was actually pretty difficult because there was like half of the band didn't really believe in that song. That was like, I don't know if we could do it. Then we started to think about how could we put it into a video, and it was like step after step and outfit after outfit after any idea that we just put into the middle. Everything went better and better, and I mean,
and now 35 million views on YouTube. It is your most popular video.
Yeah,
That's
well,
so
you guys.
crazy. I'm making out with a tree.
Yeah, you are making out that tree. Did you forget
about
that
that
tree?
part.
Did you name that tree? You know, you
No,
still write.
no, it's just a one-night stand. I don't know the name. I didn't call her.
Favor a
I didn't
fake
call her.
number. It's fine.
But I can tell you, every music video that we shot in the last years was very exhausting and a lot of work, but it was so much fun. And I think you can see it in the video.
Yeah.
That everybody that was involved was having a lot of fun, and that was actually in the end that was a real party.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding.
Yeah.
Nice.
But you still called it a meeting, so
Right,
the officials would come down and shut you down.
The authorities are watching us.
I bet. Well, I would love to see the B footage of that real party, because I'm sure you guys went off too. Because again, you were on lockdown during COVID, so this was probably the first time that you guys got to get together and kind of celebrate outside the studio. Yeah. Speaking of Tree, were the bowl cuts influenced by Oliver Tree, or were Oliver Tree influenced by your bowl cuts?
So basically, we saw what we were influenced by the Beatles first. Like this was our goal, because we thought this Beatle haircut looked a little bit crazy.
The people out there, when we started or when we released that video, that actually said, "You look like Oliver Tree,"
and then we were like, "That's actually true." We watched.
He was first.
Yeah, so
he was first.
He was absolutely first, and he's such a nice artist. We love his work, and yeah, absolutely. But we haven't intended to look like Oliver Tree, although we do.
Yeah. I mean, that was a bunch of Oliver Trees in that video, but again, it works.
Now are the wigs making an appearance on the tour as well?
What wigs?
For that song?
What wigs? Yeah. We just cut our hair like that. Yeah.
We got a master stylist backstage between every song.
No,
we wear it on stage actually every night.
Yeah, we have like 3 different outfits for the songs, and let me tell you, you don't want to be in the same room with the wigs. It's like there's kind of smell like some salt and vinegar chips with a dead animal combined.
I bet. Yeah, you know, the music videos and the music's so infectious, and of course high energy. So these shows are probably like crazy. How have the American audiences been raging with you while you've been performing live? Is it full-blown movement the entire time? What are you seeing?
Absolutely. Like, I can
tell, very different from Germany, actually.
Yeah, it's sometimes even crazy, because the people pronounce their own language better than Germans do. So we played the first show in Portland. In Portland? Was it Portland? Yeah.
That was one of the loudest crowds I've ever heard.
It was crazy.
So amazing.
We had so much fun, and let me tell you, it's been 10 years, as we said already, and you never know how the audience will react to you. And the thing is, when you create something so big on the internet, you have to, what is it called? Like make up to the expectations. You live up to the expectations of the people. Exactly. And if you can make it satisfying for the people on stage, it's like a little bit embarrassing for us, and not satisfying for the people. So we're very glad that we could have such a great night with the people in Portland.
Yeah, for example, yesterday in LA, everybody was like, okay, this is gonna be a hard crowd. They're not like jumping around and screaming and stuff. They're more like,
yeah,
okay, cool.
Convince me first.
That's the reputation of LA for sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's
But
hard
that
to
was-
impress them.
Prove it.
It was
Yeah.
just not true. It was just not true. That was the exact opposite of what the people told us. That was
Yeah.
it was like exactly the same that we had in Portland or in Sacramento or wherever we've been in the US till now. It was just fucking amazing.
Mind blowing,
Yeah.
and just being aware of the fact that we've been traveling so far from home, and there are so many people celebrating music with us together.
Yeah.
It's just
You have
And
to.
that's-
you have
that's-
to let that sink in.
I think that's the
Yeah.
beauty of the internet populism too, is the fact that the music videos will stand on their own as just amazing, but the music has so much life and so much energy. The one time I think personally, my brother was the one who told me about you guys, and I rarely get that text where it's like, you have to check these guys out. And your man was one of them, so I'm like, holy shit, who are these guys? I'm sure that's happening everywhere, and you guys are noticing that. So it's a very beautiful thing to see.
Oh, thank you
Thank
so
you so
much.
much.
Your
And that
energy.
feels so good to get all that appreciation. And it's even more special for us because we've been around for those 10 years. I mean,
Yeah.
we had all these up and downs, and we played in front of 10 or 20 people. We brought our production, and nobody showed up. And finally get all the recognition is so cool because you have like the opposite situation and you can compare them, and it's so cool. Like, for example, just a little example, Belgium is so close to Germany, and it was always so hard to play there. We rarely played shows there because nobody wanted to see us. Now we're headlining festivals there. We played the Lotto Arena, which is like 5,000-6,000 people.
6,000, I guess.
Wow.
We played it 2 times in a row, actually.
No, that was.
Oh, no, that was the year before.
Yeah,
That was the year before. Sorry.
But it's just exploding, and we're just in the middle thinking, what the fuck is happening?
Right. Right. And you guys have, and you've also been
slap yourself from time to time just to realize it.
Yeah, just to realize it's happening.
Yeah, and you guys have been documenting through YouTube on your vlog, like, this world tour, which started in Europe and is now in the US. And like, was there a particular reason like motivating that decision to go ahead and document, or you guys are just like, we're having a blast and we want to show off that we're having more fun than the rest of you?
No, we don't want to brag. It's more like we love to have a documentary for ourselves, not gonna lie, but it's also that we think music has changed so much through the internet, and the people just don't want to. They need more than just the stage appearance and some emotional photos. With all the social media being around, they want to see what's beside the music. They want to see the personalities.
Yeah, and you got that feeling that you are actually part of it.
Yeah.
Right?
So this brings some pros and some cons again. Like sometimes, of course, we love all the people watching our vlogs, but sometimes these vlogs give the people a feeling of being like they know so much about us, and when they meet us, there is a gap between the expectations that they have. Like, oh yeah, I know you from the vlogs, and I've never met that person before. You know what I mean? Like, let's first talk before you tell me jump on me and like
again, we're in the age of the content creators, and you guys are you've been ahead of your time this entire time by knowing that it's all about all those different layers and ways to entertain and to keep them engaged, and the music is just one of many roads, but of course being the center focal point. How good does it feel to not have to stress about a tour? Because a tour that's going now, you're in the United States for the first time in 10 years as a headliner for the very first time, and to know that the results is overwhelmingly successful in every city that you're stopping at. How good is that feeling where you don't have to worry about it, and every time you're going to hit the stage, you're going to have a bunch of rabid fans ready to greet you?
I mean, it's the best feeling you can get.
And this is, I don't want to, you easily get spoiled and you easily get used to things. Like when good things happen, you're like, oh yeah. And after the 10th or 20th time, you're like, this is getting normal, but I still want to keep that feeling inside of me,
you need to appreciate it every night.
It's I'm a big fan of nice cars. If I buy a Ferrari, for example, like the first 10 to 100 drives are crazy, but after it may you get used to it, and I don't like that fact.
But there's a difference, in my opinion. Every show, like every night, has something different.
Yeah.
So even if it's just the venue or I don't know the place, where you be like, you know what I mean? Like
there's
right
never
now,
be a route. There's never a routine or something.
Yeah, we've been to Santa Ana, and it's something different, very different from LA. And I don't know. There are so many differences that I don't know. I'm not getting used to it. Actually, it's not that I think, okay, cool.
Yeah, but the fact that we have sold out shows, I mean that. Like, there have been times when
we're still appreciating it.
Absolutely, but there have been, like, I remember times when we went on tour, and then today is a small show. You know, like today there are only 2 people. We need to work hard for the sales, and it's like, we would still like to go on stage, but it's like something different because it's harder to get all the people when the mood is not that good, and it's a show within the week. Like the people have to work tomorrow,
right?
And now we're sitting here, and every show is a crazy show. You know, like
And I am one of those that are coming up tonight from Tucson. I'll be making the 1.5-hour trek to come check you guys out. And actually. Cool. Specifically, we've recorded our show for tomorrow, so I don't have to come in.
Yeah.
So we've made all kinds of exceptions. And you know, speaking of that, like, what should I or anybody else who's coming on the, you know, joining you guys on the tour, like, what should we expect in your 1.5-hour set? Like, I saw that and I just got so stoked.
I can tell you we're gonna have a great time, and it showed that people, even if they have to work tomorrow, they absolutely appreciate it, and that's what we're for. We are the band that tries to give you some time off of your bad moods, your fears, your everyday problems. You can spend a good 1.5 hours with us, rage, get wild, and after that, your problems reoccur, but you're facing them with new power and charged batteries, and that's absolutely
that was eloquent, sir. That was good.
All right,
I
Paul.
like that, and I really expressed it well, because like that's the feeling I get when I listen to your guys' music, because like I do like the hard stuff, but I also do like kind of that EDM electronics, and I can't just dance around with my kids in my house and just be like, let's be silly and let's headbang all at the same time. So
that's actually a very funny thing. There are so many people out there who told me that they don't really like that kind of music when they listen to it at home. Mm-hmm. But when they went to a show and saw what we're doing, they were like, okay, I will come back.
Like, I'm all in.
Every time you guys me, I will be there.
Talking about kids, like we have
the best compliment. Actually.
We have so many. We have so many children with their parents, like partying, and I have 2 kids myself, so I know what they're talking about. Like my own son is like Spaceman and is dancing around. Like,
yes, that is my 6-year-old's favorite song. My 9-year-old loves Hypa Hypa. So shout out to them. We absolutely jam out to you guys in the car. So it'll be multi-generational. You guys will be around for a while.
Oh yeah,
look at that.
Yeah,
hopefully. I mean, we always. Sorry.
Oh, I was going to say that's what happens with overnight successes that are 10 years in the making. You know, I mean, you already have the foundation of the fan base, and then you have this whole flood of the new fan base that gives you that rejuvenation that carries you into the next decade.
Yeah,
exactly. You know? And we hope for that. I mean, like what comes quick can leave quick, or is getting lost really quick.
Yeah, nothing is forever, right?
But exactly, we always think about them. Like Memento Mori, we live with that. Like it can end every day. So sometimes, even if you're going fast, everything is rushing by. You got to sit down on the sofa and just look around and see what all the good things, look at all the good things happening to you. So we're trying to enjoy as much as possible of this beautiful time.
Yeah. Now, have you ever came up with an idea for a music video where the rest of the band was like, no, that's just way too weird. We're not doing that.
So actually, when we had our cover song, when we had our cover song, Every Time We Touch in the making, they told us about
fantastic.
They told us about the dance scenes, and we actually got a choreographer.
Yeah,
and he told us, like, I was supposed to carry Nico,
like in Dirty Dancing,
Dancing.
Yes.
So two problems with that. I'm too weak and Nico is too heavy. So that was
because I'm very muscular, you know.
Muscle weighs heavier than fat, dude. Yeah. That's a fact.
Yeah. So, but usually we're up to anything. We're when we see the vision and when we sit together and have some ideas.
But come on, Every Time We Touch wasn't the craziest video, but that was actually one of the hardest video shoots we had.
Yeah.
Because all the dancing stuff and all the whole performance was very exhausting.
A lot of scenes shot in one, like long distance. That we had to go. So, but it was fun. Every video shoot is fun.
Some shots where just, I don't know, somebody made a mistake, even if it wasn't only us. I mean, the camera guys are not perfect as well. They are just human. And then there's one mistake at the end of the shot, and you can do it again. Perfect or not. Yeah.
But it's always important to go the extra meter, you know. Like there have been times when we just, we thought it is okay, but we always go.
I love that scene. Sorry.
Yeah.
I got full screen on that. You threw the dumbbell through the ceiling.
I haven't seen it for a while.
Now the real question is on the Every Time We Touch video. To me, the most difficult part must have been how much sweat was happening in the silk.
Yes.
Because you guys busted out the silk and the pearls beautifully.
Oh yeah, look at that.
You got
on the fan base, even more so than your drummer being the Bachelor. You know, the ladies love Electric Callboy, huh?
Oh yeah. Our wives at home are listening, so
Well, you know, look, I know that you guys had a long night, and I don't know, are you in Arizona already? Are you making your way to Arizona right now?
We're here in Phoenix.
Nice.
I don't know how much it is in Fahrenheit, but it's 44 degrees in Celsius, which is I've never experienced something like that.
If there's anybody out there that could help us with that temperature out there.
I got it right here. It is 101 degrees Fahrenheit in Phoenix. So welcome to Arizona. We re-entered an excessive heat warning.
Look, you know, there's a silver lining that I could see in the future very much your next like tour. Those are the venues doubling in size and then going to amphitheaters. You guys, you know, you're firing on all cylinders, and you are very much a post-pandemic band as far as band of the future, band of the now, doing everything right on that. But you got to be grateful that you're not playing amphitheaters today, because they've been canceling a lot of outdoor shows in Arizona because it's like 116 degrees.
Yeah,
so
the equipment fails.
The Van Buren has good air conditioning.
I think the people in Phoenix are like, they're used to it, right? I mean,
no,
we're lizard
people.
No.
You get used to 100 degrees, like right now, 101, you're not going to get any sympathy, but nobody gets used to 116 degrees ever, you know, and I grew up in Phoenix and Arizona. We're all desert rats.
It's not normal.
So with all the global warming going on, I think we're going to have to like go on with our evolution and change some thing in our skin.
Yeah.
Maybe we turn to lizards and
that's your next music video right there.
I don't know what's the name of what is it?
The gills?
The gills. We're gonna go to the ocean back. Like fuck that shit. We're gonna go back to the
ocean. Absolutely. Well, you know, like I said, I know that you guys had a long night. We appreciate you taking so much time to talk with us.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Yeah,
we couldn't thank you more.
And thanks for having us. It's such a good thing to get in touch with people and spreading the word about us. We're thankful very much.
I think it was the first time that we were actually live on screen in the US. So that was a pretty
look at that.
Nice. And that's nothing compared to once the edits and all the hashtags and all that stuff. I mean, I'm sure a lot of people are going to see this because the internet loves you. We love you. And we're playing you down here on the radio station to continue to spread the gospel. And we appreciate you coming to Arizona for the first time. And we know it's not going to be the last time. So I wish you continued success and everything that you're doing. Keep up the great work.
Thank you
anything
so
you want to end it on,
much,
Myrtle?
guys. Thank you so much.
The thing I'm going to end it on is, like I said, I'm stoked to be able to see you guys tonight at the Van Buren. It's a fantastic venue. And like you said earlier, I am there to just forget whatever the hell is going on. I am dancing, I'm jumping, I'm getting my money's worth tonight.
Are you going to... Are you gonna flash your boobs? But say no because their wives are gonna be watching.
No, absolutely not.
I won't do
I'm
it. I
going
won't
to
do it.
flash my boobs ever.
Won't do that.
Off camera.
One at a time, like this. Go like that. Yeah.
I'm gonna watch out for that.
yeah. Keep an eye out for that. That was Electric Callboy, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And we're